Will the ASST recover all the way upwards of the $3 to $5 range once again, or is this a ticker which is glory days are behind it? You should be cutting your losses at approximately $1.25 and walking away from it. What's up, friends? Today, we're discussing ASST under 3. The plans is the why, the what, the where. The why we're going to be doing a calibrate breakdown, the what we're going to do some stock analysis, the where. I'm going to tell you guys where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button and now let's get to work. So when it comes to ASST, guys, as always, we want to talk about the why first because in order to predict the future, we first need to understand the past. In the case of ASST, this is a ticker which has been anything but stable, all right? And I mean the opposite of stable being volatile, right? I mean, it's gone all over the freaking place, being one of, a crypto announcing me becoming a crypto treasury, running from $5 to $19, then them coming out and selling shares, all the way down to 75 cents, then from 75 cents all the way upwards of $2, then from $2 or 180, but then from 180 now sitting at $1.20. What the hell is going on here? Well, the reality is that ASST has always really been one of those tickers that has been hyper catalyst sensitive, meaning that if a new catalyst comes out and the catalyst is good enough, it's going to catch on fire and it's going to get going and there's going to be no holding it back. And this, comes down to the company's, semi-small market cap, right? Now, the reality is that it's not that small anymore. It's got a free float of now 470 million with a market cap of, 500 million, so $500 million. But I do think that it's one of those tickers that does have a cult following, and like once it gets going, there's no holding it back because people see green and people jump in and they know what it's truly capable of when it comes to having upside, right? Right now, the market is dipping when it comes to crypto, and the market's dipping in the riskier tech space as well. With the Palantir earnings being bad and everything like that, I think that this is one of those tickers that truly does have a lot of potential. But where I would be a buyer, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, where I would be a buyer would be way closer to this dollar level. Would be way closer to this dollar level, and I'll tell you guys why. I honestly am not a big fan of these crypto treasury stocks because at the end of the day, all these crypto treasury stocks are, think about it, right? Why do you love Bitcoin, right? Let's say that, ASST obviously buys Bitcoin, right? Why do you love Bitcoin? You love Bitcoin because there's a limited supply, okay? And the markets are supply and demand. When there's a limited supply and demand increases, prices go up. Simple and easy. Now imagine if Satoshi got to go ahead and say, hey, we're going to be adding 1,000 new Bitcoins every 3 months. You'd be like, dude, that would make Bitcoin be worth so much less. That would be kind of like the US dollar, right? Why is there inflation? Because what happens? Well, there's more and more printed and now it's worth less and less. Okay? Well, when it comes to stocks, if you're buying a stock as a crypto treasury, as a crypto placeholder, that's exactly what happens to stocks. Stocks have this disease, let's call it that, dilution. This disease of dilution, where the company wants to raise funds, so they go out and they pump shares into the market. No matter how much demand comes in, faced with supply, prices go down. So this selling that we saw over here, this wasn't from people selling shares. Because who would sell freaking shares that they bought at 7 down here, right? It just doesn't make sense, at least at this rate. This is the company going in and issuing new shares, adding to the supply of the ticker, and now making your shares be worth less. Now, this is all allegedly, of course. We don't have any proof of this. I don't want to get sued, all right? But this is what I think is happening here, right? The selling per share is them selling shares. So for me, I think that that's one of those, all these crypto treasury stocks, I think that they're not a good placeholder for crypto from a long-term perspective. I truly believe that. I think that, just buy Bitcoin. I think just buy Bitcoin. I think, this isn't freaking 2016 anymore, 2017, where you don't have direct access to buying Bitcoin. I mean, it's easier than ever. There's 1,000 different apps that allow you to buy Bitcoin. It just doesn't make any sense for you to go out and buy a company that's going to use your money and sell shares in order to buy Bitcoin for you. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense at all. Again, that's just my take. So where do I see ASST going? From a short-term perspective, I think it's going to be depending on where Bitcoin trades. And from a long-term perspective, I'm honestly not a big fan. I think that it's probably going to trade between this level. I don't see it getting above, this $2 levels with actual news. I don't see it getting above these levels without any actual news. Now, maybe it does with a shares buyback. I think a shares buyback is something that they're going to announce sooner than later. It's just going to be in the works. I mean, I've seen it 1,000 times before when it comes to these crypto treasury stocks. It sells off, They come up with the shares buyback. People get excited. Then what do? They go out and sell shares against that shares buyback. The flow stayed the same, but they got to raise a lot of money. Amazing, right? So overall, for me, it's a season no-go, unless it's closer to a buck. For me, remember, I'm a very conservative trader. Now, I trade almost every single day. If you guys want to trade alongside me, check out our private community. Our private community is on right now on a 50% sale for the next 10 members that join. And this is what it looks like. Let me show you guys. We tell you guys exactly when to get in, exactly when to get out. We have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, investing alerts now as well, where we give you guys the best dividend stocks which we found out in the markets, crypto alerts, you name it, we got it, okay? And this is what our alerts look like. We give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We tell you how many shares to buy in your account. How do we tell you how many shares to buy in your account? So we tell you how many shares to buy in a 10K account. Let's say you have a 50K account, you buy 5 times this amount. Let's say you have a 100K account, you buy 10 times this amount. Let's say you have a 30K account, you buy 3 times this amount. Simple and easy, okay? We update you with every single thing. And, we have over 400 members coming back month after month. Previously, we used to do a 7-day free trial. Wilson said, hi, Sam, thank you for all work on the community. My 7 days trial finish was great. I think everyone remembers it. 7K in 7 days he brought in. Do you think it's coming back? I think it's coming back for more. Now, we no longer do a 7-day free trial. Now, we do a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. Literally yesterday. Lily didn't kill you herself. Hilarious name. Says, I know you hated Robinhood, but first day here and more than impressed. Thank you so much for all you do, excited to go through the teaching materials you've shared. 36% is single day trading with us. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, man. I mean, we've been crushing it, man. Day in, day out, we've been crushing it. There's a reason why we have over 400 members coming back month after month. Sold a little early, but green is green. So grateful for your help. Big Abs and Sam joining this team has been the best decision. Another great day. Thank you for all your help. Bull pick, 2,000 on the day. Wonderful. 1,100 profits from ALK alert. I cannot pay off a third of my rental wheels for my Range Rover. Beautiful car. I don't know who rents wheels on a Range Rover. But, hey, bro. Good stuff. 68K. Off of a single alert. Started at 4K this one plus 320 for the day. Just started Sam's team is making money. 4K to 5,700. Thank you, Bull Pick, for helping me recover my previous big loss. 66K. Started a small account to test out some day-swing alerts. I'm grateful to Sam for recent wins. Thank you so much. I'm definitely sticking around. This guy's smart. So he actually started a small account on the side to see how we perform. And then he's like, okay, now I'm going to use my actual money to trade with you guys. Pretty smart if you ask me. Okay? High IQ move. Granny Slayer says, a couple years ago, I was down in the trenches, absolutely beyond fucked. I made every single mistake you can name and would have learned from it. Lost way more than I could afford and was so close to giving up. Decided to give it one last chance to find mentors. Now I'm almost back to the green with the help of Sam and everyone else. Words can't describe it, but Sam, you helped me more than you could know. Thank you so much for all you do and all the shot cards. The Robinhood account is my own doing. Really don't know what the fuck I was doing. The Moomoo account I started when joining the server. Truly life server. So this is himself. This is him with us. God bless, man. God bless. I'm so proud of what we built, honestly. And that's why I can't shut up about it. So give it a shot. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount. Why next 10 members, 50% discount? Because we want to reward the action takers, not the procrastinators. Not the guy that says, Sam, I want to join, but I need to ask my wife. So my wife can ask her boyfriend if I can join your free trial. It's free. It's free. You can't afford free? Look at what you've done to your portfolio. Look at the red you've caused in your portfolio. And look at the chance you have to redeem yourself. It's a no-brainer. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Happy listening to trading. Remember, don't give up, don't quit. Why? Because 90% of traders are not unprofitable. 90% of traders just quit before they become profitable. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Thank you for watching. Your boy Sam from Academy.